Hey boys and girls, it's Miss Dorsey again today, and we are going to continue working on subtraction without regrouping and solving subtraction word problems. Okay, boys and girls, we're going to talk about some vocabulary. We're just going to review those vocabulary words real quick again, and several of our keywords are keywords in word problems. And if you look throughout the slideshow, there are several different posters that have all kinds of different keywords on them. Today, we're going to look at this one right here that says subtraction keywords. You can have all kinds of different keywords, but some examples are take away, decrease, remain, difference, minus, how many more, fewer, left. That's just some examples that you might see in a word problem. And those words will let you know to subtract. And then we had subtract, and that is when you take away one number from another number. You take it away, you subtract. The next word is difference, the result of subtracting one number from another. So when you take 16 minus 17, 9 would be your difference. The next word is left, and left is one of those key words in a word problems. A lot of times you'll see how many are left, and you'll know to subtract. Another word is remaining. Remaining is a key word. Remaining, remains, both mean that you are going to subtract. Another key word is, our key phrase is how many more. When you see how many more in a word problem, you know you are going to subtract, boys and girls. Okay, now we are going to practice today. I'm going to do one or two together, and then I'm going to give you a chance to do one by yourself. So if you don't have any paper or a marker board or something nearby, you can go ahead and pause it and make sure you get something so you have something to write on. Okay, I hope everybody has something to write on now. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to look at our first word problem. Our first word problem says, reading groups last for 45 minutes each day. 24 minutes have already gone by. How much time is left for reading groups? Okay, if you remember from yesterday, Ms. Dorsey said the first thing you're going to do when you have a word problem is you're going to circle your numbers. So I'm going to go and I'm going to circle 45. 45 is my first number. And then I have 24. Those are the numbers I'm going to be working with. Okay, and then I'm going to look for some keywords. Do you notice any keywords? I see is left. And remember, left was one of our vocabulary words. So when I see left, I know that I'm going to subtract. Okay, boys and girls, so the first thing you have to do is you have to set your problem up. And we know which number goes on top. The biggest number, that's right. I have 45 and 24. 45, 4 in the tens place is bigger than a 2, so 45 is going to be my top number. I'm going to subtract, and I'm going to subtract 24. Okay, now to solve this problem, I'm going to use my base 10 method, just like we did yesterday. Okay, so first I know I'm going to build my biggest number using base 10 blocks. 45, I know that 4 is my biggest number, so I need 4 tens. And then I'm going to need 5 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, now I'm going to subtract my smaller number, which is 24. I'm going to take 24 away from 45 to see how much I have left. Okay, so I know I need to take 4 ones away. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm left with 1 because 5 minus 4 is 1. Okay, and then I'm going to check my tens place. I'm going to take 2 away. I have 4. I'm going to take 2 away. I'm going to take 1, 2. I'm going to take these 2 away. And then I'm going to have 2 left because 4 minus 2 is 2. And I can see that 45 minus 24 is 21. So to answer my word problem, I'm going to have 21 minutes left in reading groups. Okay, boys and girls? So find your numbers, find your keywords, and then we'll solve it. This time we use the base 10 method. Okay? Okay, boys and girls, we have another word problem. It said it takes Tyler's mom 27 minutes to drive him to school. So far, they have been in the car for 12 minutes. How many more minutes until they arrive at school? Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is go in and find my numbers. That's right, boys and girls. 27 is a number I have in my word problem, and 12 is my other number I have in my word problem. Okay, so those are the numbers I'm going to be working with. The next thing I'm going to do is try to find my keywords. Do you notice any keywords? How many more? Those are my keywords. How many more? That was also one of our vocabulary words. How many more? When you see how many more, you know you're going to subtract. And the first thing I'm going to do, boys and girls, is I have to come and I have to set my problem up. And we have talked about it, and we know that which number, when you're subtracting, always goes on top. The biggest number, that's right. So you're going to do 27 minus 12. Okay, boys and girls, that's your problem. This time, we're going to use the expanded form model to see if we can find the answer. So if you remember, when we put things in expanded form, we're taking the number and we're breaking it apart by its value. Okay, so 27. I had 2 in the tens place. That 2 is worth 20. And then 7 in the ones place, the value of that 7 is 7. Okay, and then I'm going to do 12. I'm going to break it apart in expanded form. A 1 in the tens place, 110 is 10. That's its value. And then 2 ones, its value is 2. Okay, and then I'm going to subtract to find the difference. Always start in your ones place, boys and girls. Always, always, always start in your ones place when you're subtracting. I know you've heard that before, but you've got to remember to always start in the ones place. Okay, boys and girls, if I have 7 and I take away 2, 7 minus 2 is 5. That's right, boys and girls. Okay, then I have 20 and I take away 10. 20 minus 10 is 10. That's right, boys and girls. And then I'm going to see what my answer would be. 10 plus 5 is 15. That's right, boys and girls. So it's going to take Tyler's mom 15 more minutes to get to the school to get him. Okay, so you can use your base 10 blocks, you can use your expanded form. Okay, one more problem today, boys and girls. Okay, and this time I'm going to give you a chance to work on this one by yourself. Okay, I'm going to read it, and then I want you to pause the video, and I want you to try to solve the problem. After you solve it, turn the video back on, hit play again, and we'll talk about it, boys and girls. Okay, I'm going to read it, and then you're going to pause. Yesterday, there were 45 pieces of chocolate in Dad's candy jar. My brother ate some of them after school. Today, there are 34 pieces of chocolate in the jar. How many pieces did my brother eat? Okay, boys and girls, pause the video and see if you can solve the problem. When you're finished, hit play and we'll talk about it. Okay, boys and girls, so you should have worked the problem out on your paper. You could have used the base 10 or the expanded form model, whichever model works for you. And good job, boys and girls. I'm so proud of you. I know that you took the time and you worked your problem out. I hope that you went in and you circled your numbers and you underlined your keywords before you started working. Okay, now if you did that, you know that your numbers were 45 and 34, and your keyword was what? Could have been how many could have helped you. Also, eat and 8 could have helped you, boys and girls, because think about it. If you had 45 pieces of chocolate and you ate some, are you going to have the same amount? No, you're going to take some away. You're going to lose some. So you are going to subtract. Okay, so we know that when we set up a word problem, the bigger number always goes on top. So today, 45 is my bigger number right here. So 45 is going to go on top. And we're going to take away 34. Okay. You could have used either method that you wanted to solve this problem. I think I'm going to use expanded form to solve this one. I think I'm going to use expanded form again. You could have done it either way as long as you get the same answer. Now, 45, expanded form, 40 plus 5, okay? And then 34 is 30 plus 4, and we are going to subtract. Always start in the ones place. That's right, boys and girls. Always starting in that ones place. So 5 minus 4 is 1. 40 minus 30 is 10. That's right. And I'm going to add 10 plus 1 equals 11. So my answer to this problem is 11. Good job, boys and girls. Okay, so today in your independent practice, you are going to have 4 word problems that you are going to need to solve. You can work them out on paper and then you'll send a picture to your teacher or however she asks for you to do that, boys and girls. And when you solve them, you can use the base 10 model or the expanded form model, whichever works best for you. Okay, boys and girls, I'll be back tomorrow to talk to you a little bit more about word problems. Have a good afternoon.